stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the courage they there with any to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust. Avoid the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Gotta change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking name. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going. So get on your search for knowledge, cause that's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover.
What's good, BH?
As you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference
in this world that one man can make. Oh shit. Yeah, man, my John. Intro over. My car said, nigga, fuck your intro. It's your big homie, Big Badass, man. This is Real Talk, Real Podcast, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in and tuning in, man. Because you could have been anywhere else in the world, man, but you here with me. I got you. I appreciate you, and I promise you I got you. Got a very important topic today, man. I know y'all. I know. Y'all probably want something more lighthearted from me. Y'all probably want something more simple or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. If we don't pay attention to what's going on, and if we don't focus to what's happening, if we don't focus on what's happening in our lives, we can only be victims of it. You get what I'm saying? I'm 38 years old. I'm not a little kid. I'm not a little boy. So I don't really do and think about young man shit no more. I got little kids. I got young kids. So I think about parenting and being a father and being a grown man. I think about my children's future and our destiny. So you got to excuse me if I'm always concerning myself with something that's important or means something. You gotta excuse me. First and foremost, y'all, if you haven't heard Joe Big Head, did y'all hear what Joe Big Head said about the shutdown? And I'm gonna say this. I've been knowing about this shutdown that they say is coming or it's potential to come, but I wasn't really focused on it. I wasn't really worried about it. I done had this bottle of vodka for about 2 weeks. I can't drink, but I wasn't focused on it. I wasn't worried about it. Wasn't thinking about it because the government always shuts down the government every year. Around tax time every year, they usually do a government shutdown. And then they open it back up around February, usually every year. For the last 6 to 7 years, they've been doing that. Most people might not pay attention. I pay attention. So listen, I'm going to show you a clip because it's something I just seen and I had to go do this live. I had to do this live. I wasn't going to do the live. I was in the shower I was in the bathroom looking on my phone, and I seen this. All right, and this clip is gonna be is Joe Big Head talking about potential government shutdown. All right, hold on, let me see. Okay, all right, so let's get to it. This is a clip from Joe Big Head about the government shutdown on October the 1st. Listen to this, y'all.
In the meantime, I want to say a word about those in Congress who are willing to shut down the government. Just a few months ago, the Speaker of the House and I agreed to spending levels for the government. We were up right to the very edge, almost reneged on our debt, and that we're going to fund essential priorities and still cut the deficit by $1 trillion over the next decade. Now, a small group of extreme House Republicans, they don't want to live up to that deal, and everyone in America could be faced with paying the price for that. We changed it. We made a deal. We shook hands. We said, this is what we're going to do, and now they're reneging on the deal, which is not much of a surprise these days. And the black community in particular is going to suffer if that occurs. For example, shutdown is going to risk nutrition assistance to nearly 7 million moms and children. It's going to disproportionately affect black families. The Department of Housing and Urban Development will have to stop nearly all its enforcement work fighting housing discrimination. EPA would have to stop its important work bringing environmental justice to the front line of fence line communities.
Did you hear it? I'm gonna play it again, but I'm gonna break it down real quick. For one, he said reneging twice. To renege is a racial term. Reneging means renigger, reneging. To reneging is a derogatory racial slur term that means somebody went back on a deal. To imply that black people are not loyal, to imply that black people are not able to see deals through, to imply that black people are not able to have dignity and follow deals through. So for one, he used reneging. That's a racist word, and you could say I'm looking into it too deep if you want. Who cares? But second, right after he said reneging, he said this is going to affect the black community the most. He said the black community will be affected by the shutdown the most, aka 7 million moms. You talking about black moms? What? 7 million moms will have their food stamps cut off. And he said their housing, aka their government housing, will stop. So if anybody remembers anything, let's do a little back history data back. If anybody remembers when that virus came out, do you remember when they said the virus first was affecting old people? Then they said the virus was affecting black people. Then they said the virus was targeting Hispanic people. How is it that these issues and problems that we're having to face are racist? How do we have a racist virus? How do we have racial financial laws? I mean, a financial situation. How is this stuff always only affecting, allegedly, or only supposed to affect, mostly supposed to affect the black people? So, and they're blaming, like he said, the Congress couldn't make a decision. He's saying he's blaming the government on not being able to come up with an agreement. Well, actually, he said they shook hands and made a deal, but they reneged on their deals, what he said. So he said that the government, Congress, or whoever went back on their deal. So if they're going back on their deal, right, and he's saying they're going to cut off funding for food stamps, they're going to cut off funding for housing. They're going to cut off funding. Do you not know how many? I know some black females right now that live in government assisted homes. I know for a fact that since the pandemic, Section 8 vouchers was good. Was good, Charles. Was good, my boy. Was good. I know for a fact that those Section 8 vouchers haven't been working after what's the name? People haven't been accepting them Section 8 vouchers after the virus and the pandemic. So if you're paying attention to it, it seems as if this is a systematic starve out for black people or poor people. But he said black people. He didn't say poor people. Joe Bighead said this would affect black people. Now, that's the crazy thing about it is people like I'm just going through I'm facing a job loss right now, right? I'm in between the job, right? If they were to shut the government down on October the 1st, which is in 3 days, if they shut it down within the next 3 days or 4 days or October the 1st, right at midnight, this would affect poor families like me. So when people ask, why do I care and why am I talking about this? Because I'm going to be affected if this is the case. Um, there's people who have food stamps. There's people who have I don't have government housing or no shit like that, but the little bit of, and I'm not trying to sell my business, but the little bit of government assistance that I do receive, if it was to get cut off, it would affect me. It would impact me and my children. So this is something, and then I'm gonna say this too, y'all. As a grown man, as a grown person, we can't expect for this government to keep feeding us and housing us. So this is what I do. I do say that as a grown man, you can't expect nobody to take care of you. You can't expect nobody to do anything for you. So you shouldn't have your hands out, and you shouldn't be, as a grown up, being in a position to where you're totally dependent on the government for survival. But everybody at certain points needs some type of assistance or help until they get to where they're going. Um, so I would say not to look down on people. For me, I'm not looking down on the people who are dependent on the government, but this is a moment in their lives where they need to say, hey, I need to switch it up and do something else, because if you don't do it and switch it up, it's just going to affect you in a way where you can't control it and you're going to be real damn bad. A lot of people aren't paying attention, y'all, to the nation's the America's or the world's conditions. A lot of people ain't paying attention to what's going on around them. You feel me? Like most people, they thinking they're comfortable or they're straight, so ain't nothing else to worry about. And that's where we all fail, because united we stand and divided we fall. If we don't get to the point where we start seeing our um everybody's problems as our own, then we will not survive as a whole. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Individually, people might be straight, right? Individually, people might be straight, but those individuals that are straight, they're still trying to figure out what to do. Let me see if I can find this footage I had. Because we even having nowadays are having billionaires. Here we go, right here. Billionaires. I'm about to show y'all something. I'm about to show you a clip of P. Diddy. Well, let me just put the audio on there. I'm not going to put the video on there because I don't know. Fair use to YouTube. I'm going to play this audio of P. Diddy real quick. Talking. Listen to this.
That nobody is coming to save us.
Listen.
No one is coming to save us. Out of all the business revenue in America, only 1% goes to black businesses. But then there's an accountability from us.
Yep.
because we have a $1.8 trillion buying power, and only 2% of that we circulate in our own communities.
Damn.
So we can't complain. We know what it is. It's time to change the tone. We have to unify our dollars, else nothing will change. We have to weaponize the almighty black dollar to save us, because we can't have these festivals and conventions, but then we leave.
Hold up.
Because we can't have these festivals and conventions, but then we leave here and we don't understand
It's
the
P.
power
Diddy up.
of our $1.8 trillion spending power, that we only give 2% to ourselves. So I'm here to speak from love. I'm love. Self-love is making sure that you take care of yourself, your family, and your people first. You can't wait for nobody to come save you. So there is a solution. Things are definitely dismal as far as what's planned for us, but there's a way out. If we unify, but we gotta truly, truly unify.
Did you hear what he said?
Truly unify. We have to.
He said things are dismal if you see what they have planned for us. This is an inside word. Listen.
Your family and your people first.
Listen.
You can't wait for nobody to come save you. So there is a solution. Things are definitely dismal as far as what's planned for us, but there's a way out.
Yeah, bro, pull up.
We unify, but we gotta truly, truly unify. We have to truly, truly
Pull up, bro.
start making decisions that
Want
support
me?
our
I'll
communities.
say the little whoop
We
for you.
can't
Pull up.
think that there's a government grant that's gonna
I'm on my
come
last whoop.
and just free us all. We have to get to hustling, working together, and changing the tone. Yeah.
So there you have it. A billionaire. A black billionaire. Yeah, bro. Pull up, bro. Pull up on your boy, man. I'm right here, man. Pull up. Pull up. We have a billionaire telling us that if we don't unify our money together, we won't make it. We have a billionaire, a black billionaire, telling you that there's a plan set up against you, black man. There's a plan set up against you, black people. And it's not good. He said dismal. You know what the definition of the word dismal is? Bad, negative, dark, dreary, cold, dismal. There's a dismal plan in place for us. And we are sitting around worried about mental masturbation. We're worried about bull crap when we need to be saying, hey, brother, hey, I got this. I'll put this in the pot. You put that in the pot, man. We got them. Put this shit in the pot and make some gumbo together. Because if we don't make some gumbo together, if you don't put your okra in the pot with my potatoes, now if I don't put my potatoes in the pot with his carrots, and if he don't put his carrots in the pot with the onion, and the onion with the salt, and the salt with the lettuce, and the this with the whoop, and we make a pot of stew for the whole village, you're going to just have an onion. You're going to just have a carrot. You're going to just have a tomato. One individual person with one individual item. But unite together and put it together, and we can have a pot of gumbo for the whole community. See, that's where those stories where Jesus fed a whole village of 40 people with a loaf of bread and what was a loaf of bread or something like that, and some fish. People can't understand the humble meals. People can't understand staying down and living within your means while you have a chance. People can't understand buying the things that you need in surplus so you'll have them on hand. So reason motherfuckers like me get on here and say what I say. This ain't for clout. This ain't for what's cool and what's hip. Because it ain't hip and it ain't cool what we're about to have to face. And it's possibly going to start in 4 days, 3 days. It's possibly going to start in 3 days. And see, people can't see it, that people can't understand or fathom the fact that if they don't make a contingency plan, they're going to be affected too. Got a question for you, Nico Ark. What's your questions? What's your question? Go ahead, Nico. What's the question? Please shoot. You know, I'm not realizing how y'all don't understand. While we worrying about who's selling this, who's doing that, who shot who's fucking who's doing this, who's doing that. Guess what? While all that's happening, your demise is being planned. Like he said, the word dismal, keyword in dismal is demise. Root word, I should say. You know, prefix and suffix and root words, demise, dismal. Same word. Bad situation for blacks. You think P. Diddy don't know what's about to come down the pipeline? But y'all won't even listen to Diddy. You won't even spend more than 1% of your money in your own community. You won't even spend no more than 2% of your money in your own community. What? Oh, yeah, I understand why. Because you get paid. You work for the man. You get paid from the man. You come home. You go straight to Walmart after you get your money. You go straight to the major corporations after you get your money. You don't go to the boutiques that your brother owns. You don't go to the hood stores and the corner stores that your brother owns. And I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive when somebody has their own store. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive when you're supporting somebody on the come up. You know why? They need to make a profit. They need to turn a profit. Yes, it's expensive a little bit more than going into Walmart and you saving $1.50 on that item or $2-3 on that item. Spend them $2-3 with your people. Get them that little extra. Man, matter of fact, tip them. Bless them. But now it's probably too late. But this could have been the case 20 years ago. This could have been the case 25, 30 years ago. Now we're in a dismal situation. And Master is tired of paying. He's tired of taking care of you. He's tired of feeding you. He's tired of feeding me. Let me tell y'all some real shit. I got food. I get food stamps, right? And I got 3 kids. They cut my shit probably in half almost from when I used to get them, because they're not feeding us anymore. And I'm not hurting about it because I work. It's no problem. You know, I was working. It was no problem. But now it's like, damn, y'all don't care. No, but they don't care about. All I really want to say is they don't really care about us. And people want to play around like life is a fucking joke, like life is a game. Hey, life is what you make it, right? So you better make it to that grocery store before they tell everybody what's going on and don't be nothing in there. You better make it to that store and get some of the wipes and get some of that this and get some of that before there's none left. But guess what? Certain people don't have no money to get nothing with. So those are going to be the first people messed up, having to go to food banks and donation centers and food lines and all that. Yeah. This is America. This is where your question at, Nico? Where your question at? Type that thing in, get the question to me. Sipping some nasty trash vodka. Only because I'm just don't have a lot going on right now, so I'm just vibing out, you know. And this news I got when I heard Joe Big Head say what he said, it killed me. Like, damn, bro, y'all, this how y'all feel, bro? So look, let me play that Joe Big Head one more time for the people who didn't hear it, because he's very low. He whispers, you know. But before that, let me show you something. Let me show you another billionaire. Let me show you another billionaire. Here we got Akon, right? Another billionaire who's talking about being frugal and financially frugal and not spending no money. Audio free, fair use, fair
Stay
use.
stingy.
Yeah, facts.
I'm the stingiest on the
not
planet.
stingier than me, bro. No,
No, I promise you I got you beat. I promise
Like
you.
if wait, what class does your wife fly?
I mean, she flies first.
Okay, well,
But
his girls fly middle economy.
That girl's not my
No,
wife.
hold on.
He has way more money than me.
No, but listen. Any person in my caliber is not flying commercial.
No,
These dudes is flying jets all day.
Facts.
I attempted to own a jet.
How'd that go?
That shit lasted 6 months.
Wait, why?
I sold that motherfucker so fast.
No.
Listen.
Upkeep costs.
What?
Yeah, insane.
You have no idea.
Insane.
What do you mean? This is my goal, Akon.
So
Bro, take that off your list.
No,
right
come
now.
on.
You shouldn't
own
I
a jet.
promise you.
What
Take
do
it
you
off.
mean? No.
Just
Listen to me.
charter.
So there, I ain't even got to play it all. What I'm showing you is
Use it only when
the
necessary.
rich people aren't even rich no more. The rich people are trying to figure out how to keep it. The rich people are trying to figure out how to ball, how to have it, where the next one coming in at. Because guess what? You think they're all straight and all this, but they bills is about 50,000 a month. They bills is about 20,000, 30,000 a month. So they need at least $200,000-$300,000 a year just to fucking survive off of bills alone. You feel me? So when you think somebody's straight, they're not really straight. They're just motherfucking doing what they gotta do to maintain in their cycle. You think a rich man, his bills, he got $150,000 a month expenses and shit. Like Akon was just saying before I rudely cut him off. He said it costs like $20,000 to $30,000 a month just to maintain this jet. Just for the jet maintenance. So there's no need to sit here and idolize the rich and try to be like the rich and glamorize the rich and idolize and try to be like them. They're not, their purpose is different. To whom much is given, much is expected. You know what I mean? Bro, that's too real. You know me and my lady have our own business, and I still don't make enough money to put food in the house. Just went to a food bank today to get by. Nah, for real. I'm gonna be real. Shit's real for me too, my nigga. Somebody, one of my, look, I'm living like Buddha right now. I don't know where my next meal's coming in or going from. I'm living like Buddha, and guess what? As I'm doing my Buddha shit, living as righteous as I can, doing the best that I can, I had a beautiful one of my coworkers, beautiful angel, come by and drop me a care pack off again today. You feel me? What's good, bro? You know, so nobody is above and beyond the struggle, man. And look, in when Buddha was just turn the volume down so it don't you good, so I don't want it to echo. And Buddha, what's good with you, bro? Man, chilling, man. That's all I got, but I got a little whoop. That's it, the whoop. It's just some vodka and some trash, yeah. Ain't about nothing. Oh man, I'm good. Man, thank you, bro. Love you, man. What you got going, man?
Work, man. Really, got off work, started tuning into you. I jumped on there about like 2 minutes into.
But yeah, so even the millionaires and billionaires are trying to figure new hustles and new ways. What you think they doing in Hawaii? What you think they doing over here? What you think they doing over there? They trying to get money, trying to get new land, get new resources, because they know shit's about to get wicked. Because they about to make it wicked. And I'm not against nobody, man. I respect the money and people who got the money and who doing niggas funny. I respect the money people who got money and doing niggas funny. Because guess what? If I had the mentality enough to dominate and get my money up big enough and had a bunch of niggas working for me and doing what I say, I would be in power too. I'm not mad at nobody for assuming power. Because when African people was in power for millions of years, nobody wasn't saying nothing about them, so we're not against the power people. But what we need to do as humans is wake the fuck up so we don't have to be victims to what's going on. Because whether you try to think you ain't gonna be affected, nigga, if they cut, okay, so boom. I used to work at the airport, which is a government facility. When that shit was going on last time they did the government shutdown, the TSA people was working without no checks. They wasn't getting money. They wasn't getting paid for like 2.5 months. We was feeding them niggas at my job. We was cooking for them niggas and feeding them niggas. 'Cause I work at a restaurant. So, and that was my manager slash boss doing them a good favor because he was looking they was looking out for them because they was working for free. So what I'm trying to tell you is that government shutdown shit is real. And just because the whole world might not collapse when something happens, that doesn't mean people who are not dependent on shit won't be affected. So while people is out here thinking shit sweet, God bless you, and I pray your job is sweet. Just like when the lockdown happened, the water companies was still working, the sewer people. It was people who was still working. Cause I remember I used to go pay my bill and shit, and the water people was out there checking meters and shit and doing shit. I'm like, damn, they had essential jobs. So everybody won't be affected when stuff happens. But that don't mean you shouldn't at least show compassion and show mercy or respect for the people who are going through things. You know what I mean? Because think about the poor ghetto girl who ain't got nothing. She's in the ghetto government house. She getting her food stamps. She get her little first of the month check. That's how she survives. How the fuck she gonna survive when they cut that shit off? She gonna have to turn to prostitution. She's gonna have to turn to begging. She's gonna have to turn to whatever she could do to survive. So when society collapses, it always breaks people's morals down because we're animals in nature. We got to do what we got to do to survive. So nobody's above survival. You know. Let me see. Shameless CV, Shameless Voracious. Appreciate you for tapping in, sweetheart. She said, the government too busy paying other government salaries overseas. Exactly. I wish the Fed government shut down forever. No, that's a fact. And I'm gonna tell you what, shamelessly, they're gonna have to shut down because if you look, and I'm gonna play the clip again. Joe Biden is saying, clear as day, he's saying it's Congress' fault that's doing this. And he's supposed to be the president who gives the last word on all things in this country. He don't got the power to do it, but he has the power to stamp it to say it's vetoed, it's not going down, or it's going down. So we have a figurehead who's supposed to be the one who's taking a seat back and blaming somebody else. That's like when you get your ass whooped when you were a little kid and your mama caught you doing something bad, but she sent you to your daddy to get your ass whooped. So now you mad at your daddy because he's the one who has to issue the punishment. So he's the bad guy, aka Congress is the bad guy, but mama, Joe Biden, is the one issuing the ass whooping. See, y'all don't realize life is simple when you could think about it as it is. But motherfuckers don't know how to look at life. Motherfuckers don't know how to look at it. See, we got Joe Bighead who sent who sent daddy, aka the government, to give us an ass whooping. And he said black people are gonna suffer first and the worst. What more do you need to understand? And so why don't you can't see? And I'm not a racist, but why can't people see that it's still about race? Why people can't see that? I don't understand it. How could you avoid when somebody's clearly telling you what their intentions is? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Uh, it's the same chess move every year, especially election years. Exactly. They need a new blueprint to fool us. Look, it's this too. They got to get their bread up. For one, we know they're funding that Ukraine, Russia shit, which I ain't got no problem. That's money in war. When you put your bread in there, you put your guns in, niggas catch bodies. You can get the bodies so you can bury niggas. It's some plenty of money in war. You can sell the guns. So you're making bread off selling guns. You could sell the bombs. It's bread in that shit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about war. But what I'm saying is they could have been saved us as humans. I mean, American citizens. They ain't worried about that. You know, they're bringing in hundreds of thousands of immigrants every day for the last, what, months? And let me not say too much, but even like you remember when Donald Trump was in office saying we gotta build the wall, keep these motherfuckers out, cause these crazy Democrats want to let them in. He was trying to tell niggas. He was like, build the wall, cause when they let them in, that you gonna be out of here. What they about to do? As soon as them hundreds of thousands of people have one batch of babies, that's gonna be 500,000 babies, and then once them babies have babies, that's gonna be 1,000,000 babies, and then within 5 years, we won't exist no more. That's how y'all don't. That's how dumb they got us. They spraying us with the shit where we can't have babies no more. Cause you know how many women I know that want to have babies that's letting niggas shoot the club up that ain't getting pregnant because they're spraying infertile on us. Infertile, the newest scent of America. Infertile. It'll get you the bitch, but it'll make it not work no more. That food you eating, make it not work no more. The drink you drinking, make it not work no more. The smoke you smoking, make your dick not work no more. Your little, what do you call it? Your seaman ain't marching. Your army men ain't marching. You remember that? Yeah. They used to march back in the day. Your little soldiers ain't marching. That's the statement. Your little soldiers ain't marching. Because guess what? They dancing to the beat of a different drum now, nigga. They got us fucked up. And who's what? What you gonna do? No, niggas is still walking down the path. Niggas is still openly participating. Niggas still paying their bills. Niggas still buying the products. Niggas still adhering to the rules. So it's us. It's on you. What's good, T Electric? Man, my boy T Electric in the building, man. Gun Freak Nation salute, man. Real talk, man. Gun Freak Nation salute, man. I fuck with your stuff the long way, Gun Freak. I've been fucking with your content about a couple years. You good shit, man. Appreciate you for tapping in and tuning in, man. All y'all. But that made me excited. My boy T Electric in the building, man. You know, my son and daughter-in-law lost their baby in the first trimester a couple weeks ago. I already know what's going on. I'm telling you. I know, baby. I know. I know people who had what do you call them shits? Goddamn miscarriages. I know all that. Our soldiers ain't marching. That's why the girls acting buck wild too, because they goddamn had 5 niggas shoot the club up and they ain't get pregnant. So that means you could go buck wild. It's the demoralization of humanity. We're being broken down. We're being destroyed. I appreciate you too, T. I appreciate you too, T Electric, for real, man, for standing up and staying true, man. And looking these funky motherfucking savages in the face and standing true, man. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, man. I just talking to somebody I love just a minute ago, and he was telling me, bro, tone it down, choose your words, and all this and that. Bro, the greats already died. I'm not trying to be a martyr. I'm not trying to go out. But get what? I'm trying to go in, my nigga. I'm trying to go in. So even the devil, even before he takes me out or whatever he do, he's gonna respect this, bro. Mr. Satan's gonna respect me because I'm coming with the truth. And even if he tries to play me, he's gonna be like, God damn, this motherfucker wasn't doing nothing wrong. He just can see it. I just was watching They Live yesterday, y'all. On the movie They Live, the bitches had their iWatches, they had their Apple Watches. And this movie was done in 1988. How the fuck they already knew? Because they already knew. It's a blueprint. Look, he had his Apple Watch on. And he was like, we have one that can see. They kept saying that shit. Different people. We have one that can see. Because when you put the glasses on, you can see the demons and shit. You can see them. You know, their bodies and shit. So my nigga was really like, he exposed that shit. I'm trying to see my glasses at over there. Yeah. We have one that can see. You know what I mean? I'm just one that can see. Eyes to see and the ears to hear, like it said in the Bible. I ain't nobody special, my nigga. I just apply pressure on this knowledge. I'm trying to be knowledge born. That's it. So let me show y'all one more thing, bro. What Donald Trump just said. Because this shit ain't no joke, y'all. One of my favorite movies, T. Electric, bro. I just bought that. I just got it in the mail yesterday, man. It was $5 on Amazon, bro. The damn They Live, bro. One of the best movies of all times. When he started blasting the demons, when the cops in the bank and shit, and he was like, pow, 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 pow. Bro, I died laughing. Cause it just gave me a glimmer of hope, like somebody could do this shit. And guess what? He died. My nigga at the end of the movie, he died. But guess what? He blew up their satellite, so he destroyed their signal, 5G tower, signal. He destroyed the signal, and guess what he did when he was dying? He flipped them off. So it just goes to show you. You might die to try to save your people. But who didn't? You might save somebody too. You might win. If you don't try, you never know. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just a black grown-ass man who sees the game. That's it. I ain't trying to expose nobody. Satan knows what he does. He does more than what I'm talking about because I ain't even know what he nigga do. I'm just a righteous man seeing the game trying to tell my people. But in 3 days, y'all, they talking about shutting this shit all off. So if you one of them food stamp people, go spend your food stamps, go rack them, stack them. I wish I had some food stamps right now. Go rack them and stack them. Because what if they take your card off on October the 1st? Woo, you'll be pissed. You'll be pissed. Buy what you need. Don't buy no snacks. Don't buy drugs and shit right now. Not the time. But unless you got some bread. If you got some bread, do what you do. But these are not the times, y'all. These are the times to have Band-Aids, alcohol, food, extra, whatever it is that you survive off of, my nigga. If you eat aspirin, get you 3 bottles of aspirin. If you do alcohol, get you some alcohol. If you smoke green, buy you a pack of green. If you eat beans, buy you 5-10 bags of beans. But you need to have what you need to have. And I learned that from being hurricanes. Hurricanes showed me that you need to have what you need to have, because when the store's closed, you ain't got nothing but what you got. You feel me? So y'all better wake up and see and smell the damn coffee. We don't have to suffer to survive. Listen to somebody smart and take heed and do something good. Think fast and think quick before they say, there is no more in the store. Sorry to tell you guys, but we don't have any more. We'll maybe hear something by next week. How many movies you seen that did that? How many movies have you seen? How long's the government been talking about food shortages? How long they been talking about inflation? It ain't no movie conspiracy. Fuck a movie. How long's the government been telling you to stock up? They tell you on the website, stockpile food in your house up to 6 months. They tell you prepare for a zombie apocalypse on the government website last year. Nigga, this ain't no shit I'm making up. This shit was they had a whole comic book on the government website of how to survive a zombie apocalypse and what to do. And they even said what states wouldn't be most likely to survive or not survive it. What's good, L Boogie? What's good? Shout out to new people in the building. If anybody's new in the building, subscribe to the channel, man. Show me some love, man. Appreciate anybody for your time and energy because you don't have to be here. You could be watching a fucking celebrity right now. And I bet you probably prefer it, but they ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you. They not gonna tell you to go get some rice and beans like Chosen One just said. They not gonna tell you to buy some food that's not gonna go bad after if the power goes out. They not gonna tell you to go buy candles. They not gonna tell you to buy alcohol. They not gonna tell you to buy peroxide. They not gonna tell you to buy jugs of water. But you think that store is gonna be open forever? If they have a government shutdown and shit gets real wicked, all it would take is 3 days for everything to be gone. 2 to 3 days. When they told you the tissue was bad 2-3 years ago, tissue ain't no more tissue. Just subscribe to my channel. Thank you, L Boogie. Appreciate you. Got somebody new in the building, man. Yeah, man. So you remember the tissue shutdown when they was like, ain't no more tissue to wipe your ass, tissue shortage. People in them stores is going crazy fighting over tissue. I'm down here where primarily a lot of white people live, right? Where I live. I seen old white people fighting over tissue. So you can imagine what was going on in them hoods. I seen the videos. We seen the videos. See, this the beautiful thing about having cameras. Everybody got a fucking camera in their hand. So we could see what's going on in the world if you're paying attention to what's going on in the world. You don't have to be blinded no more. You know what I mean? It's just most of us choose to just waste our fucking time. And we're going to look up how many, look, listen to this, y'all. L Boogie, thank you. Always great wisdom here. Welcome. Thank you for real. Thank you, V. Appreciate you. How many people have wasted, how many young niggas have wasted their lives in the streets thugging? Spent 15 years on the block, same block every fucking day. Nigga fighting over sales, barely making it, but he out there on that block. He killing over that block. I done seen it. I've been out there on the block. I was just a nigga trying to get a bag of green off. That was all I was doing on the block. I wasn't killing. I was buying green and selling green. Low level smoker. You know what I mean? Boom. I was on the motherfucking block every day. I seen niggas die for the block. I seen niggas kill for the block. I seen girls do the worst of the worst to 3, 4 for 10 niggas on the block. I done seen it all. I done it all. No, you're welcome, L Boogie. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, having amazing content. I appreciate you, man. I got 900 videos. You ain't seen shit yet, bro. You hit the honey hole of information. That's what you just did, bro. You just hit the jackpot for great information. So God bless you. And thank you for being here, man. For real, for real. You hit the honey hole, bro. Y'all don't understand, man. I ain't nobody special, but I'm guaranteeing you I've dedicated the last 20 years of my life to build myself up to this point. So what we doing right now is destiny in the making. You know, I don't know what we're going to become. I don't know where we're going to go, but I know where we at right now. And I know if we don't fucking pay attention, where we going to be in the future. And like P. Diddy just said, it's bad plan for, let me play it one more time. Let me play P. Diddy one more time so you can hear your people who you love so much. Y'all love these celebrities so fucking much, but they're telling you it's a wrap. Tell them, Diddy.
That nobody is coming to save us. No one is coming to save us. Out of all the business revenue in America, only 1% goes to black businesses. But then there's an accountability from us, because we have a $1.8 trillion buying power.
Trillion.
And only 2% of that we circulate in our own communities. So we can't complain. We know what it is.
Niggas buying Pepsi, Cola, this, that, all these products. Disney, this, that. I'm playing my Disney Plus, my Hulu, man. All we doing is making. Listen, tell them, Diddy.
We have to weaponize the almighty black dollar to save us, because we can't have these festivals and conventions, but then we leave here and we don't understand the power of our $1.8 trillion spending power that we only give 2% to ourselves. So I'm here to speak from love. I'm love. Self-love is making sure that you take care of yourself, your family, and your people first. And you can't wait for nobody to come save you. So there is a solution. Things are definitely dismal as far as what's planned for us. But there's a way out. If we unify, but we got to truly, truly unify. We have to truly, truly start making decisions that support our communities. We can't think that there's a government grant that's going to come and just free us all. We have to get to hustling, working together, and changing the tone. Yeah.
So there you have it. An inside word from the man himself. Diddy been hand in hand with the man. Diddy shake dance with the devil every day. So we know what he's saying is valid according to he's saying there's a dismal plan against black people. It's over for us. Ain't nobody coming to save us like he said. And we're gonna sit around and keep playing. Like I said, came up with a plan. Came up with financial plans, and this shit got me messed up last time I said it, but I got financial plans where if everybody pitched in, check this out. Do this with your family. If you and your family, you get like 5 or 6 people that you love and you know, right? You get them, everybody pitch in $100 a month, right? So 6 people, that's $600 a month, a pot, right? Every month, the pot goes to one of the 6 people in a rotation, right? So if it's 6 people, you'll get the money twice a month. You'll get the pot twice a month. And you only have to invest the amount that you're getting out. So you're not losing nothing. It's circulating dollars amongst your people, and it will keep everybody up, and it will make everybody just be up. Because think about it. If you knew 2 months out of every year you were going to get the pot, and all you had to do was put in the same amount every month like everybody else, there's 12 months out the year. You putting in the 100, that's 12 months, that's 1,200. 12 times 100 is 1,200. You're not losing nothing. You get the pot 2 times a year, just say 6 people, that's 600 times each pot, that's 1,200 each year you're getting back. So you're circulating the money. And think about it, you're working your job, you're still having your income coming in. So this pot is just going to boost you when you get that motherfucker. This is ingenious plan that Mexicans do. What's good? Baby out. Oh yeah, you got the goddamn. I appreciate you, my nigga. Yeah, be safe, bro. Be safe. Yeah, we got to go to the dentist in the morning. I got to take them at 10. But yeah, I'm definitely fucking with that because I need it. All right, love you too, bro. Be safe, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you too. Yeah, you know what time it is, man. So yeah, man. Hey, let me know, collaborate together and context. Yeah, I would love to do that. You got some content? I'll check you out. L Boogie, I'll check you out, bro. I got you on here right now. Let me see. Boom, boom. I'll check you out. Okay, I got you, L Boogie. Check. Just shoot me on in my comment section in one of my other videos. Send me one of the links to one of your videos so I could check you out. You know, see what's going on to you. For real. Not plan, need spread the idea, make the listen. I'm trying to tell you. Do this with your people and y'all will not go through any financial problems. You can't lose. It's not a lose. It's a circulation of money. And you're getting it all in a bunch. Well, come on, man. Y'all don't know who the fuck you dealing with. I got solutions for this bullshit. I got solutions for the pollution. In real life, I got solutions, man. I'm not just talking. I'm really walking. I'm really walking. I'm not just talking, y'all. What's good, Justice? What's good? You know, so If you just getting injustice, you got to run this back and start it over. Because this very informative live, pivotal information. So if you listen, we have to get your shit together for whatever they're about to do. Because if they do shut it down, and if they do starve people out, things will get serious, bro. Shit'll get serious real quick. You know, just got on. That's what's up. Shit'll get serious real quick. I'm trying to tell you, it'll get serious real quick for us. I just telling us, please. If you don't listen, let me tell you let me show you what Joe Big Man said. Because it's not just me talking. Fair use, Joe Biden. Fair use.
In the meantime, I want to say a word about those in Congress who are willing to shut down the government. Just a few months ago, the Speaker of the House and I agreed to spending levels for the government. We were up right to the very edge, almost reneging on our debt, and that we're going to fund essential priorities and still cut the deficit by $1 trillion over the next decade. Now, a small group of extreme House Republicans, they don't want to live up to that deal, and everyone in America could be faced with paying the price for that. We changed it. We made a deal. We shook hands. We said, this is what we're going to do, and now they're reneging on the deal, which is not much of a surprise these days. And the black community in particular is going to suffer if that occurs. For example, Shutdown is going to list nutrition assistance to nearly 7 million moms and children. It's going to disproportionately affect black families. The Department of Housing and Urban Development will have to stop nearly all its enforcement work fighting housing discrimination. EPA would have to stop its important work bringing environmental justice to the front line and fence line community.
Black people, it's finna get rough. Black people, it's finna get rough. That's what the president just told you. What's good, Big James? Big James in the motherfucking building. Big James in the building, bro. Big Game James. What's good, man? Shout out to you, my bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. No. You heard what he said. It's finna affect black people's food stamps. It's finna affect black them that ghetto hood apartment that them ladies be living in. They not doing it no more. So guess what? This is finna disenfranchise a lot of people. Shit, it could disenfranchise me, but I'm not gonna let it. You know? Time to go local. GOV commissioners. My county became constitutional. Whitmer hates them. That's what's up. You got to do whatever you can do, man. Chilling, man. That's what's good. Chilling. We got to do whatever we can do because y'all don't realize, man. If you don't realize, they're telling us they're not doing that for us no more. Like, come on, man. They don't get no clearer than what's going on right now. They're not doing nothing for us no more. You know what I mean? Just wish to God y'all could see the severity of it, man. I wish people could understand how serious the game is, and people be like, change up. Like my boy told me, change the pace and talk about, bro. What ain't nothing more to talk about. It's a wrap if we don't do something about this. If you don't have your beans and your thises and your that's, damn. I just hope it gets to the point. I'm hoping now, y'all, that it just don't go as widespread as they're talking. But government is widespread. That's everybody. Think about it, y'all. I'm telling you, I just told you when I was working at the airport, the TSA people was not getting paid for like 2-3 months. So how was they paying their bills? If they were spending their savings, Imagine a motherfucker who don't have savings. We already got pushed through the brink with that last situation. So if you're not in a situation coming into this new situation, what's it going to do for you? What's it going to do for you? Say a prayer for yourself. Get it together. Um, yep. Nah, for real. And you got to keep that shit cycling. FIFO too. Shameless. You got to keep it FIFO. First in, first out. First in, first out. You can't let that food get bad. You can't let it go old. You got to go first in, first. You got to eat the old and keep cycling it. You got to keep buying. You got to keep cycling the old and keep buying and eating the new. I mean, stocking the new. It never stops. It never stops, man. God bless anybody who's trying to do something to help people out. And I'm not trying to ring the bell and call the alarm. I ain't trying to do none of that, y'all. I'm just being real. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. Yeah, you got to eat that old shit, man. It's time to make some pies. It's time for to go. Hey, shamelessly, it's time to go through there and make some peach pies. Use some of them cans of peaches. You got to go use some of them cans. Eat them cans of peas. You got to eat that cans of beef. Whatever you got, it's time to eat that. You got to eat it. Eat it and replace it. Eat it and replace it. Eat it and replace it. You can't. You got to do it. You know. The blessing now, y'all, with life is we're still able to have fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And even though a lot of it's tainted, man, just say a prayer, man. Just say a prayer, man. Just say a prayer, y'all, because shit is wicked, man. And not even everything's not bad, because life is beautiful, man. But it seems like they want to push us to the brink, man. Look, how the hell we got to go through what they talking about when they just gave that money or more to Ukraine? Oh, I understand. I understand. That's what's best for the country. I'm sorry. I understand. I apologize. The sovereignty of any nation other than our nation is what's most important for our country. I apologize. I'm sorry. The sovereignty and the freedom of everybody but our people is all that matters. And that 40M on the island, oh man. Come on, man. Come on, man. For real. Slush funds, money on their pocket. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Big bread. This is big money. They got, man, come on, man. Look, they got the bread that they're buying people's houses. Niggas didn't even know their house got bought. Your land got sold and you didn't even know somebody else owned it. Nigga bought your whole region and you didn't even know it. Come on, man. Come on, man. I come on, man. It ain't my business, but get what? Come on, man. They got money to play with. They playing with your life. Hey, man, these niggas ain't never gonna leave, man. I just went in there and sent my best agent in there to try to tempt them with a sale. Damn. That motherfucker won't budge on 20 million, man. Damn. Nobody's budging. Nobody's budging. They ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna huff and puff and fuck out of here. What you gonna do, man? What we gonna do? I hope your discipline is strong. I hope your discipline is very strong. I hope your will is strong. I don't know what that means. Don't even say it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, shamelessly. I don't know what that means, baby. I ain't tweaking. I'm tweaking. I don't know what that means. But I do know this, y'all. They just said black people are about to be messed up when they shut the government down, man. Joe Biden, you crazy, man. Joe Biden, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do, Joe Biden. Come on, man. You sitting there talking about black people finna be messed up when when their government housing, he finna shut it down. Your food stamps finna shut it down. Finna shut it down, y'all. Airplane uses gas. Nah, for real. They for real. They do. The jets use gas. All this shit. I just know this, y'all. I know this, y'all. They're doing it right now, man. Look, I was just looking up to the moon. I'm about to be off too. Yes. I was just listening to them looking at the moon. I'm finna get off too, y'all. I was just looking at the moon and you could see it misting down. That shit misting down on niggas, man. Shit scary, man. Scary times, y'all. I ain't even talking about the moon. I love the moon. I ain't talking about the moon. I'm talking about the aerosol raid, the raid. They spraying raid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, man. Shit crazy, man. God bless us. God bless y'all. I don't know what we do. I don't know what you're gonna do, man. I don't know what we gonna do. Yep. Man, we eating that shit, man. I'm gonna do a live. No, fuck a live. I'm trying to stay alive, y'all. Let's just talk about that. Let's just stay alive. Survive everything that comes your way. You know, this alcohol is disgusting. I don't know how people are alcoholics. You know, it's wide open. Hopefully enough people getting on board to see. Yeah, for real, right? We unity. They cannot tear us down. Nah, for real. Thank you too, SS. I appreciate you so much. On God, I do. Um, yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. Goddamn, get your ass out of here. But yeah, I'm just trying my best, man. Either you people gonna get it, or they don't. At this point, y'all, I don't care to try to do anything contradictory to the plans of the game because the game has been going and niggas been playing the game so long. They love the game. So I'm not gonna try to stop the game. I'm just gonna watch the game. You know, let's just watch the game, man. Watch the game unfold. I ain't even gonna play. I ain't gonna play it. I'm just gonna watch it happen. Sit back and watch. Watch people play and watch people fail. And niggas been falling for years, man. All these young brothers been trying to be rappers, trying to be these rappers. They've been just dying. Niggas dying and killing to be a rapper. And throw flags, all that, you know? Gang banging, all that shit. You know? You know? Yeah, I always pray. I pray for the betterment of humanity. I pray to God for humanity, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Sometimes I pray. When I pray, I say I ask for God for show me the way and give me the strength to get there. That's my initial prayer. And then sometimes I pray for him to save humanity. You know, like do your part. No, I can't tell God what to do. Let me shut up. But I'm like, do your will, bro, and save humanity, please, because we need it. You know, do your will and save us. You know, some of us are worth saving. The world is worth living. Life is worth living, y'all. Life is worth living. It's definitely worth living. It's definitely beautiful. You know, don't give up on yourself. You know, no matter what you've done, no matter how bad you are, you can use that testimony to change somebody else's life. You know, save somebody else's life. You know, so God bless y'all. Come right now. God bless y'all. I love y'all. About to get off of here because it was, real life ensues and real life goes on. And thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in. I'm humble and appreciative for y'all that have been coming in new and rocking with me lately, man. It's definitely a blessing. So I hope y'all listen to my videos and not just, waste your time, and because the message from beginning to the end, all programming ain't worth it. Our generation ain't hold on. Our all programming, it ain't work with our generation exactly. Though well, they tried but failed. Why? Because I'm coming. We had people telling us do's and don'ts exactly. So I'm just one of them. I'm trying to be one of them. I love y'all. Check you out. Hold on. Check. Love y'all, man. Appreciate you, man.